ayé Tinubu làwà yìí bàbá lákò ebi ayé Tinubu làwà yìí bàbá lákò ebi gba mẹ̀kúnnù nígboro ẹ tún pa wá. òrìṣàbọ̀ lè gbè mí ó bá ṣe bí mo ṣe bá mi. ẹ fẹ́ fi pa wá ẹ tún pa wá dànù. òrìṣàbọ̀ lè gbè mí ṣe bí mo ṣe bá mi. àmánéjì nínú ẹbí Boko Haram tún pa wá. àwọn bandit àwọn làkàrà wa. ẹ ò rí kan ṣe sí ẹ wá sọ pé ìṣèjọba master of strategy kílẹ̀ strategize. díẹ̀díẹ̀ wọ́n ti lọ rìpọ́tù àkáǹtì mi Facebook àkáǹtì mi 136 people ni wọ́n follow mi nítorí òtítọ́ tí mò ń sọ. èmi ò ṣe PDP mi ò ṣe ADC mi ò ṣe ACC mi ò ṣe ANTP mi ò ṣe kankan nínú pàtì yẹ̀yẹ̀. ìjọba tó máa ṣẹ̀lú dẹ̀rọ lèmi ń fọ́lò. ẹ̀yin APC kí ló dé ṣe lọ rìpọ́ọ̀tù mi. wọ́n ní kí drop àwọn fídíòs mi ní òdáhùn. mo ní ẹ lọ́wọ́ mi ò bújọba mo kàn sọ nǹkan tójú mi rí. èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbẹnusọ fáwọn fọ́ọ̀mù àpolongodo ẹ̀wọ̀n fọ́lọ̀ mi ni ò jiyàn. ẹ tún lọ rìpọ́tù àkáǹtì mi díẹ̀díẹ̀. tí bá ń lọ tán òtítọ́ mi ò ní parun mi ò ní dúrọ̀pù ẹ̀ a tún máa sọ lọ́nà títí tí ìlú yìí máa fi dẹ̀rọ̀. àwa onílọ lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí mo sọ ojú wa ló máa ṣe títí tó máa fi dẹ̀rọ̀ pátápátá.
Criterion for the most important criterion for getting office in Nigeria is money. You could be a pedophile, armed robber, kidnapper, assassin, drug peddler. In fact, it can be all of them. But if you have sufficient money to now buy voters, you need money to buy police, army, to buy NDLA, to buy NDIC, to buy everybody
to buy
who has
security agencies.
Anybody who has a role with election. Even if you want to buy CBN, because if you don't buy CBN, CBN can go and change the currency because of you overnight, so as to frustrate you.
Yeah. How expensive is running for the presidency of Nigeria?
First, to go around the country and campaign, I didn't spend anything less than 500 million naira to go around campaigning.
Just for campaigning?
Campaigning, just going around the country.
Or your total estimate for your particular race expense?
No, this is just for moving around. Logistics.
500
million, not less. Then, when Wuna came to the delegates, there were people who were giving delegates $10,000. There are those who were giving $15,000. There are those who gave $18,000, who gave $12,000. Let us assume that people give, let's take an average of $10,000. $10,000 that's one delegate per local government. So 774 people times $10,000. 7.7 billion. If you add up everything, a conservative estimate, you cannot win Nigeria's presidency if you don't have at least 100 billion. Naira.
Damn.
That is the minimum. But this 2027, more than 1 trillion naira will be spent.
Wow.
To win the election.
If Nigeria...
Look into this camera, Mr. Obi, because every northerner that is watching through that lens tonight, we wonder whether or not they can trust an Igbo man. What would you say to them tonight that you, Peter Obi, can be trusted to become Nigeria's president, and the lives, the destiny, and the politics of the northern man is safe in your hands?
Shame, I've changed the north. I have an idea of what is happening in the north. And nobody can drive that process today in Nigeria that I've seen in the politics better than me. I will work with them, and I'll ensure that that unity, that security, that prosperity they desire, I will unleash, I will commence it, and I'll show it. Shall I will work closely with people in the north. I have an idea of what is happening in the north. I have an idea that is going to have massive poverty that needs to be reduced. have an idea to deal with the issue of education and health properly, not listen, and I'll deal with it decisively.
If you look at it, there are those who say we have not healed totally from the 1966 up to the 70. What would you do? You saw what happened in South Africa. There are those who say we need to reconcile. We need to sit at a table, look eyeball to eyeball. The generation of those who are 30-year-old today, who are 20-year-old today, who do not know the pains of the 1966 and 1970. Do you? I mean, they had a moment of reconciliation where they had a committee for reconciliation. Do you think that we need a moment of sitting down as a people to reconcile and think about what happened in the Civil War and move forward?
Then we need to have, I said before and I repeat, my presidency will heal and unite Nigeria.
That's what you stand for. Are you going to set up a committee? Or
No, it's not pushing so that the actions of the presidency will show what we're going to do.
Tell me about what Alimadu also said about Northern tags. And you have been accused of labeling Northerners. How do you respond to that?
Sure, that's the lie. It never happened. Sure, Sheriff's ADC is on the north. Most governors choose their ADC, who is the closest person from them, from their own. My ADC is from Kaduna, and is a Muslim. ADC was a Muslim, still a Muslim. So how can you have a Muslim as the closest person to you? You're giving triple time. All the commissioners that served me in 8 years I was in office were Muslims. We're not actually a Muslim, but I'm from the north. So how did I give them tax? People from the north. So before I became governor, my closest or my 2 closest staff from the bank were from Kano. All the people I have, even military friends, were all from the north. So before I became president, I've always to date paid for at least, let me even because at least a Muslim every year to go to Hajj, every year. And I have records of them. As governor, I was paying for Christians to go for pilgrimage. I was paying for Muslims living in Anambra to go to Hajj. They are there. I'm sure while he was governor in Borno State, he never paid for any Christian to go to pilgrimage. I was paying for Muslims to go to. So how can I be giving them back? And I can go on and on and show you what I'm doing now privately on my own, going to do borehole. As I speak to you, I'm supporting 4 Almajiri schools in Kaduna, in Bauchi, and this. I'm supporting School of Nursing in Bauchi, in Kaduna, the Muslim school, and I can go on and on. So you see, people, these are things they've done in the past to keep Nigeria divided.
Well,
I'm hearing from Peter Obi. Listen, guys, it's obvious. Okay, let me post out a link for those of you that want to join us so that we'll be taking this together. A link I'll be posted. You know, this is obvious that to have a better Nigeria, we must be able to shun ethnicism and tribalism. Why can't you give this man a chance? Let's see what he can do for you and I. Why? It's obvious. If you allow Tinubu and APC to continue in 2027, Nigeria will sink. I'm telling you, Nigeria will sink. Even though we know it's already sinking now. Some people might say, after all, we are used to read whatever that's going to happen. Let it happen. It has been happening before and all that. There's no direction with APC. Allow this man to rule us and say no, una no go agree. Una say no, una no go agree. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. I don't know if you were following up, what Peter Obi have been saying. For me, if we miss this man, everybody go collect. Let's be honest. Everybody go collect. Thank God say some of us we get option, we get hope. Because the way Nigeria tell they go so, normally this shouldn't even be a debate. Normally. It shouldn't be a debate, say, oh, we want her or we don't want her. Check everybody that is saying they don't want Peter Obi. Go find out. Their submission, their take, their stance is based on ethnicism. Just find out. Start from that man, that way they call us from London. He just hate Peter Obi based on saying an Igbo man. And he liked Tinubu based on saying he be Yoruba and Tinubu na Yoruba. Nobody wants to check and do proper in-depth comparison between Peter Obi and Tinubu to see who can pilot us to the better level, like every other countries are currently doing. My people, unless we put our heads together, this journey not go easy. I dey tell una where they feel say it not go easy. I'm telling you, except we come together. Peter Obi is doing his own part already. He's lobbying, doing underground work, but the people must come together. Now, Shehu is asking Peter Obi questions like, Shehu doesn't live in Nigeria. You see why sometimes I have issue with this professionalism of a thing. Everybody wants everybody to behave in a professional manner. The continual practices of professionalism sometimes hinder you of your proper in-depth expression, in case you don't know. Because everybody just wants to be, to do it right. That's what Shehu is doing now. Shehu lives in Nigeria. My people, they are back.
What would be your three most significant priorities that you would like to accomplish? What would that be?
One is to unite the country. The country is not united today. It's divided among ethnic and religious lines. You must remove that and show people that we are one. Two is to secure the country. The country must be secured. Three, you must return the country where there's rule of law and order. People must be sure, know that they are citizens of this country. If there's anything, they go to our court and they will obtain justice. And then you now commence the development part. Invest massively in education. Of course, there are people like us also who believe in it, and we will throw everything to it. And education, in health, and then put people out of poverty. And that education must not be education for the sake of it. It must be education that we have them to train people in skill, so basic education, and then skill acquisition, which we will support to be entrepreneurial, because we want small businesses to support. Nobody today say we can start a small business. You can't start at 35%. The government doesn't care about the poor people. We will care about them.
All right, give me another moment, sir. We'll go on the break, but when we come back, Mr. Peter Obi always talks about from consumption to production. What exactly does that mean? In a country where a lot of Nigerians are unemployed, but the Bola Tinubu government will say they have dealt with the macroeconomic side of the economy of this country. What would Peter Obi do differently? That will be our focus when we return from this break.
All right. I guess we are following up with what our principal is saying, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Wow. I like the fact that he was bold enough to say, when Shehu asked him if he won the election in 2023, he said yes. Do you believe the election was rigged? He said yes. He also asked him, do you think you will win 2027? I like his response on that. He said 36 governors are with Tinubu, which is fair. Make it carry them. Then he used the opportunity to call on Nigerians that I normally do here every day with my wonderful panelists or my Najawash family here. He called on the youth that Nigerians, maybe not let them ring this 2027. That is what Peter Obi was telling us. Some of una go talk later, say, Peter Obi not tell us, make we go protest. Peter Obi not tell us, make we go Aso Rock. But this man have been calling you indirectly. Nigerians, all we are calling for. And then he also asked Peter Obi again that, do you think you will win 2027? He said that is what we are begging or asking them for free and fair and credible election. That means even Peter Obi don't even have hope for the 2027. So don't be only me there. I'm happy now for those of you who they talk say, no, Najawash, please speak positive. You hear the way our principal answer now. Do you think you will win 2027? He said that is what we are begging and asking them for, to give us free, fair, and credible election. Do you know what that means? It means if these people decide to ring for 2027, Peter Obi not going to be our president. If Nigerians did not genuinely, organically, united to react, they are back. I'd like us to continue. We'll analyze this deeper later on. People, are you guys enjoying this interview? Tell me about it. My people on the panel, make I still hear from you now. What's your take so far on what you've listened?
Well, Mr. Ellis, yeah, it's going on. It's going on well. It's only that Sheon, being mischievous, as usual, spent so much time on irrelevant. I was waiting for him to get to the real issues, and Mr. Peter Obi tried to get him to that, but it's just
stay on, boy. I can't see you. You are blinking your video. Leave it on. Let me know if you are the one there. Go ahead, Mr. Jonathan.
Stay on those issues that are dividing Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi repeatedly asked him that, please, these are the issues that are dividing us. But he stayed on that. I hope that he will spend the same amount of time where he is right now on the real issues. That is what matters to me. I want to hear more from Mr. Peter.
Like, what are you expecting to hear?
No, like he has talked about the subsidy removal. He talked about the economy, direct investment, long-term investment. All this rubbish.
He's back. Let's take it from here. He's back.
All right.
To account. And thanks everyone for watching. I'm Sean Okimale. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Good night.
Ayé Tinubu la wà yìí, bàbá lákò ebi. Ayé Tinubu la wà yìí, bàbá lákò ebi. Ebi gba mẹ̀kúnnù nígboro, ẹ tún pa wá. Òrìṣà bó lè gbèmí ó bá ṣe bí mo ṣe bá mi. Ẹ fẹ́ fi pa wá, ẹ tún pa wá dànù. Òrìṣà bó lè gbèmí ṣe bí mo ṣe bá mi. Àmánéjì nínú ebi, Boko Haram tún pa wá. Àwọn bandit, àwọn lákàrà wá.
Wow, what an interview. Let's listen to what Mother Deborah has to say. Mother Deborah, thanks for calling in, man. You have 3 minutes. Please talk to us. Go straight to the point. Good evening, man.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Happy
Yes,
Sunday.
thank you, man.
And good evening to everyone watching. Yeah, I've been watching Shewun's interview, even though sometimes I don't like the kind of questions that he asks Peter Obi most of the time. It's like he's always repeating the same questions all the time, and sometimes he asks those questions as if he does not live in Nigeria. But like he was asking Peter Obi, is it going to tax the rich to help the poor? I mean, for me, that question looked very silly, because that is that not what every other country does? Even in the UK, when you earn more, do you not pay more in tax? You do. Even in America, is the rich people that pay more tax. That's where the government make their money. Or is that not what happens?
Okay.
So I don't understand why Shehu is asking the question. Like, that's what happened. If the rich people are not paying tax, how do you expect the government to be able to function? That's why Nigeria is not working. Because the rich people are not paying tax, but they are even stealing more money. They take the money outside the country. They don't pay tax in the country that they are even stealing, that they are making the money. So how do you expect the government to be able to function? So this is the reason why, obviously, if you listen to everything Peter Obi is saying, this is the more reason why they will not want him to become president. That is the way I see it. Because they already know what he's going to do. And that is what they don't want. The rich people, they don't want to pay tax, and they don't want corruption to stop. So for me, Peter Obi has a plan, and I know that if he's able to implement that plan, even in 1 year, you will see changes. Even just 1 year, if he's in office 1 year, and he's able to stop all this money that they are stealing, and he's able to tax the rich people, you will see that he will be able to get enough money to implement the things that he wanted to do.
Okay.
But unfortunately, most of these people in power, the 1% or the 5% of the rich people in Nigeria, the corrupt politicians and the corrupt businessmen that don't pay tax, they will never want somebody like Peter Obi to come in. Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Mother Deborah. Thank you very much, ma. God bless you, ma. Yes, ma. Okay, I'm not taking another call this evening. I'm sorry. I just want to, from tomorrow we can take calls, but I want to focus more on the panel today. As you all know, that Mother Deborah is a very frequent caller here. So I'm sorry that in most cases I have to prioritize her. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. Good evening to you. Thanks for that you do. And happy Sunday to you. Thank you, Abazi, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for that you do. Good evening to you. Thank you very much, Mother Peggy Modi. Thanks for the super chat already. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much for that you do. Good evening to you. Thank you, Madam Eugenia. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Thank you, Mike Akimbari, Anthony Ola. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Amaro, Michael Organamaro. Thank you, my people. Desmond, I appreciate you all. Thank you, Madam Ame Bright. Thank you, I appreciate you, Jane Amber, and many, many more. Thank you, Madam Stella Maseredo. I appreciate every one of you right there. Real me, I can see you. Guys, press on the like, help us to share, press on the dollar sign if you can encourage us so that we can have the energy to do more for you. God bless you. Yes, that was my principal right there, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. I like the last question that was thrown to him. That what would be his first speech or decision when he's sworn in as a president? He said he will immediately cut the cost of governance. And I believe 99.9% of Nigerians will celebrate this The remaining 1% will be the satanic politicians that have ruled us in the past. Yes, we always celebrate. Just imagine Peter Obi coming into power to say that so people like this, senators, their salary have been capped to 1.1 million naira, and that's it. The other one, because if you check the money senators are getting, it's about 50-something million every month, right? Then while reps are getting about 30-something million every month. Just imagine, So cutting the cost of governance is for you and I. Yes, this man is ready. Then he says something again. He said, if a leader give a decision, you must be able to live by example by starting the same thing that you've created. I don't know how I put it on. Yes. You cannot say or advise the citizens to do things one way and you are doing things different way. No. And to me, not because I'm supporting this man, I believe everything he said. Yeah, because number one thing that we need to understand is that for the citizens to trust their leaders. For me, I don't trust any of my leaders. I trust Peter Obi. I don't have any leaders that have ruled me before in Nigeria, both in governor, presidency, or any level, any position that I can trust. None. I don't trust them. But the only command, before I allow my panelists to start talking now, the only command here is that Peter Obi is not certain if he will be allowed, rather, not if he will win, if he will be allowed to rule in 2027. He's not certain. He could not answer that question. The only way he answered that question, he called on Nigerians. And this is the same Nigerian that I call every day here. Because Cheung asked him, what about if the 2027 is rigged? Peter Obi call on Nigerians. Between you and I, do you have faith and hope for Nigerians? That's the question I throw to every one of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I would like us to start talking right now. I'm just going to go straight to Mr. Jonathan. After Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Alabo, Stay Humble, Ohuabunwa Cries, and Mr. Oduwa. I want you guys to know I'm not going to moderate this. I'm just going to be listening. So I want us to talk amongst ourselves, and then I will close this in 1 hour, 30 minutes. Just let's talk within ourselves. Let me also learn. Today is Sunday. Thank God that we are here, but I'm listening. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, for coming very early. I'd like you to talk on this. Wait till be your take on this. What is your faith and hope ahead of this car, or rather bus or train where the carry us go to 57? So,
yes, Mr. Elvis, I greet you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. God bless you. God bless you greatly for the good work we are doing. I appreciate you. And my fellow panelists, I greet you all. You are welcome. God bless you abundantly. Happy Sunday to you all. And the diaspora, once again, good evening, man. I will continue to strengthen you. And I greet my fellow commenters and callers as well. You are welcome. Happy Sunday. God will bless you abundantly. Of course, Mr. Elvis, you know what? Let me say this to start with. I want to congratulate Sheung Okibaloye. I want to congratulate him on this interview. This interview will go on record as one of his interviews. He himself will have it in archives. He will even show it to his children, if possible, his grandchildren. I want to congratulate him, but my congratulation will not be total. But yet, still, I will still congratulate him on this robust, comprehensive interview. My joy with him will be full if he keep the standard. If he keep on and he hold on to this, he has set a standard for this 2027 election with this interview. And maybe it will be in a month's time, in 2 months' time, or in 3 months' time, or in 4 months' time. I will also come and congratulate him fully for, I did not use the word job well done. I'm keeping that one. But I still want to give him, to congratulate him today. But by the time he keep to the standard that is set today, I'm waiting for him to bring Atiku Abubakar and have this interview lasted for about 2.5 hours. If my timing, if I did not lose any, if I'm correct, lasted about almost 2.5 hours interview. That's why I say it's a robust, comprehensive interview. Let him have the same session with Atiku Abubakar. And before the Tinubu noisemakers, before they start using this interview, they start using it completely. They are looking for the pitfalls, the loopholes, the talking point. Let their principal come and sit down for 2 hours. In fact, 1.5 hours. Let me cut his own down. Then we can talk. Until that time, if they talk now, I won't say they are mischievous. They will be the most uneducated on earth. Whether it is Felix Moka that will come out, that will come and talk, or Buala that will come and talk, without committing their own principle to come out and sit down within a reasonable time frame, they will be the most uneducated. Just count them as stark illiterates going forward. Yes. This interview covers everything. Everything. That's why I said I congratulate Shehu Okinbaloye. It is not the starting that matters. The ends justify the means. He started not so well, the interview, but he completed it well going forward. Robust and comprehensive. He went to everywhere. He touched, it was a no-hold-bar interview. He went to Peter Obi's personal life. He went to his wife, to his children, everything about him, to his age, to his assets, to the asset that he declared, to the ICPC. He went there. He prepared for this interview. When I see good interview, I know. When I see good interview, I know. He went everywhere. We all know all the areas that he touched. I'm focusing on standard for the good of Nigeria, for the good of our democracy. So that Nigerians, if anything, for one singular reason and one singular reason alone, that Nigerians will make an informed decision on whom to vote for come 2027. Continue on this standard. Bring everybody, the key candidates, touch everywhere in their lives. Let Nigerians make their decision. In fact, I was surprised today. The greatest surprise for me on this interview was one. One. Amongst others, but one that I picked out. Mr. Peter Obi said, he declared his assets to ICPC, everything. He even declared his asset abroad. He said ICPC went abroad to go and investigate those asset declaration. They found nothing. Wow. I didn't even know that. I heard that for the first time today. Which confirms everything. Part of the things many have been saying before. That they are searching, they are looking for something. Something to pin on him. ICPC even left the shores of Nigeria to go and investigate the asset declaration. I want their own principal to come out and tell us if ICPC have went out of Nigeria to investigate their asset and the outcome. Let them come and say it with their mouth. If what Mr. Peter Obi said today on that regard, if it is a lie, if it is wrong, I know within 24 hours, ICPC will come out and dispute the claim. This is the man that is most suitable for Nigeria at this time, at this very moment. As I've always said, there are many brilliant Nigerians, both at home and abroad, that can do the job. But amongst those that have presented themselves, that have put themselves forward to serve, this is the man for Nigeria at this moment. Seun Okinbaloye tried to pin him down on various areas. He found nothing. Again, it was a good interview. He found nothing. He even wanted to useless him. He came to his statistics. They want to rubbish that. Because that is one area that Peter Obi has been very good at. Using to defeat these people, to set standard on them. And he tried to debunk it, to belittle it. And the moment Mr. Peter Obi made that statement, I went straight on Google and it was on spot. You can check it yourself. The current GDP of China. If you ask me off-head, I do not know it. I will give you a round figure from so to so, and it will be so wide. Unless I check. But Mr. Peter Obi said it exactly in this very interview. So the idea, all the statistics, we checked them. I for one, I checked them. He has not faulted. In some instances, I am baffled. It will be the exact, when you see 3.24, it will be the exact 3.24. Or sometimes what we call approximate. He's always correct. So I don't know who those economics. And if they are truth to it, that was a trap. So that they can use it as a talking point. If the so-called economists that Seun Okinbaloye cannot name on this interview, let them come out with their own contrary numbers to contradict the numbers. You claim ABC. Economists have said it is XYZ. You didn't say that. You just make it generic. You wanted, the idea behind that question was to trickle down the statistics which you need everywhere in the world. You need it. It helps. Formulation of policies, national planning purposes. You need it. It is what we call in today's world data. You need it. But you have a man at the ends now who have no clue about all of that. That is one area that they want to wipe out from Mr. Peter Obi's politics. But Seun failed on that regard. It failed woefully. He did not achieve that. The other area where they have issues with Mr. Peter Obi that they want to wipe away from his politics, from Peter Obi's politics, is his record. That's why I talk about standard. I'm waiting for others to come and put them on the same pedestal. We will be watching. Because this was an old, there was no limit, no old bar interview. The only thing that remains is to ask him how he does it with his wife in the bedroom. That was the only thing. You ask him everything. This man is running on record. They have no record to run on. In fact, Mr. Peter Obi has continued to set the standard. He is a candidate. He is an opposition politician. It's not his business to be telling you his record. It is the incumbent that will be running on record. And it is the opposition job to debunk it, to demarcate those records. But he has set a standard. That is what is killing them. The record. This man is running on record. Nigerian politicians don't have record, despite the fact that they have the opportunity to set records upon records upon records for themselves, but they never do. They never do. They are there to steal, to kill, to destroy Nigeria. You are given opportunity. Your first responsibility is set record so that your record will speak for you. They don't have record. And you now have an opposition who is running on his record. Is running on his record in every sphere. Is stand ready on his record. That's all I want to talk about. It covers everything. We all know all these areas that we don't need to stay on them. But I'm staying on the standard that the media has set on this electoral cycle. And I'm waiting that they will stay on this standard. Let your principal, Mr. Tinubu, comes out and sit for an hour, 30 minutes, 90 minutes, because this was more than 2 hours interview. Bring Mr. Tinubu out, unscripted. Unscripted interview. Let him come and sit. Not Buala, not Moka. Let him come. Let him come and sit and talk to Nigerians. Cover everything. Everything. Issues confronting us in Nigeria. Let Mr. Tinubu come and sit down. Mr. Peter Obi used the finest word again today. He's sitting in his bunker. Wow. Tinubu is sitting. Come out of the bunker. Come out. And come and talk to Nigerians. Nothing stops you. If you want the interview to be held inside Aso Rock, so shall it be. They will come there. They will come and sit with you inside Aso Rock. As long as it is not scripted, let them ask you those questions. Everything. In fact, they will start from the day you are born. Who your father is, who your mother is. Anything short of that, I don't want to hear them. They will be most miserable. They will be amongst men most miserable. Honestly speaking, that's the minimum you can use for them. Let us ask him, come and sit down. The way you ask Mr. Peter Obi everything about his life. You come and ask him, you come and ask your principal too, APC principal. You ask him. Yes. Come and ask him about his assets, how he made his money, because you ask Mr. Peter Obi. You ask him where he worked before. The corporation that he has worked as chairman here and there. You ask him. Come and ask your principal where he worked before. Let him come and tell Nigerians. You ask Mr. Peter Obi about the asset. You ask him about the conflict of interest relating to his family when he was the governor. Please, you have to bring the APC principal to come and tell Nigerians all the various conflict of interest. It is now on you. You have set the standard, and so shall it be. So that Nigerians will make the right decision. They will be well informed. They will make an informed decision. at the end of the day. Anything short of that is a disservice to Nigerians. That is how I see this interview, and that's all I want to say now. Thank you very much, Mr. Ivis. I'll leave it there for now. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate your time and your submission over this. But I'd like us to also hear from others what they feel and think about the interview. To call Mr. Alabona is not a problem for me. So calling his name, to be honest, is building a different atmosphere, different view on my head to call him, and he's not always available. So Mr. Alabo, I want you, whenever you're on the panel, you by yourself be letting us know when you are ready, especially you and give us a mandate. I don't want to continue to be disgracing me, the panel, or rather the channel, to the public. The whole world is listening. You know, I don't know if that's the case for today, but still, it's not what we want to continue. Let me call you now. Mr. Alabo, are you free to speak? It's not there. You see, this is what we face every day here. So I will never, today will be my last time I will ever call you on this panel to speak. Whenever you are ready, you unmute yourself by yourself and let us know when you are ready. Thank you very much. Stay humble. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much for being available once again and providing us the platform to give our opinion. I came back from church just when the interview was ongoing, and I listened to majority of it, and I was impressed by few things that happened, and there were some other things I had issues with. But again, Peter Obi is someone that we've always trusted. If not for the fact that we have new voters, and also the fact that we need to reiterate some of the things. He needs to recap some of the things he aims to do, and some of the things he's done in the past, just for people's memory. Yeah, I would say that the reason why most Nigerians are bored by the interviews and the questions is that this is a man that we've thoroughly interrogated, we've thoroughly investigated, and Nigerians have found him very capable of leading Nigeria to the next level. So that's why some of those questions really that they repeat often, they make Nigerians really upset. But again, it's okay. Half a loaf, they say, is better than none. So every opportunity, any opportunity to be out there, selling himself and telling Nigerians what he aims to do, regardless of the background situations, we should appreciate. We are lucky in this age now that we have social media and we have all that sources of information. We have a lot of platforms. Otherwise, maybe Peter Obi wouldn't even appear on any major media platform, because the government would deny him. The reason why they are not, in fact, nobody goes to NTA now. Like some 15, 20 years ago, that was the only place where you could actually go to grant a television interview. And the government will do everything possible to make sure that no opposition is granted any airtime. So it's good that we have a lot of options, and those major stations, they have no option really than to bring him in, because he also shows up their own revenue. Few key questions were asked, and a lot of preposterous ones as well. And I just hope that a day will come when our journalists, our media men, will start asking very, very good questions, questions that bring out the real metal of the candidate. And sometimes it's up to us, on social media or other media to actually show them the example. If we have a situation now where someone who maybe has a small platform or maybe a bigger platform, not in the mainstream media, starts to interview politicians really and starts to ask very, very topical questions, maybe the main media will take a clue from that and improve. And we are waiting also for a day when we'll have other people appear to answer questions, the likes of Bola Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar. We hope that we don't have a repeat of 2022, 2023, where some journalists, let's say Ruben Abati, Nduka Obabene or something, and, some 70, 80, 90-year-olds would assemble in Aso and, after a few bottles of beer, we just start asking some questions that Nigerians find really silly. So we hope that even if they want to be interviewed in Aso even if Atiku wants to be interviewed in his sitting room, which is not the ideal, he's supposed to honor invitations to those radio and television stations and answer questions. So also the president. But again, even if they are going to be interviewed in their house, those interviews should be proper interviews, not the kind of interview where you just ask them questions that they like to attend to. And you see now that Kwankwaso is running mate to P2B, he will be drilled with time because the campaign has not started. But when it starts, he will be drilled, because he's running with P2B. If he was running alone, he would grant interviews again like the Northern Master, because what we see in Nigeria is that there are people who own Nigeria, and when they come in for these interviews, they come in like masters, and these journalists are afraid of them, especially the Northern oligarchs. But now that he's under the P2B ticket, he will be drilled. Yeah, and I hope to also see a day when we'll have very brilliant Northerners running for the office of the president, not what we've had in the last more than 60 years. So I hope to see very brilliant young Northerners, who will traverse the length and breadth of Nigeria, who will be very vocal, very articulate, with good track record. I hope to see them really. And, trust Nigerians to, what Nigerians actually want to see is that the person is competent. All this North, this South, that Christian, this Muslim, that is just, they're just things created by the politicians, the criminal establishment. So based on the interview today, really, I think Peter Obi did well. He had answers to every question, and he dominated the interview. He was very confident, and as usual, he is a man that controls his emotions. He is not temperamental. He has the right temperament for the office. Even though some of the questions are annoying, he still took them in his strides and provided answers to them. He was straight to the point, and he also gave examples, which I even want to see more often. Examples of what he did when he was governor, because that's his greatest strength. And because they know that's his greatest strength, they go out of their way to criticize, some of his performances. They want to puncture holes, but at the end of the day, you see that they don't have any point, really, because it's what someone has done in the past that you actually judge them. And that's why when I listen to people like Babachi Lawa, unfortunately, there are so many people who are not even supposed to be in jail by now, but who are paraded everywhere granting interviews. People like Babachi Lawal, a host of them. So they go there and they say, look, that the last interview he granted, he said that the buyer, is the man that has 100% vision, that P2B had zero running alone, at Kwankwaso has zero running alone. But if they are together, there's 70%. Just some very stupid remarks that he was making. And you wonder who is even giving these people platform. But they will get the platform because they have money, which they've stolen in office. But you know, these are the kind of people that we should not even listen to, because they're just ajib, any government in power. They speak from both sides of the mouth, you know. And another example of the person is Isaac Fayoshe. If you like, criticize me, I don't care. But he is someone that I don't take seriously. And if you want to debate it, I am ready to debate, to tell you why I don't take him seriously. You see? And you know, he made some strong points about what he did when he was governor. And I was very, very glad. And I hope that when the campaign starts proper, that these are the things that will take to the youth. Not like yesterday, when I was here, I mentioned that the way I want Peter Obi to campaign this time around is because he has nothing new to say, really. The Nigerian people have heard him and they're happy with him. I think what we need to do is to be on ground, is to visit people, be present in the rural areas during the campaign. You know, not just to hire a stadium in the capital and just get some people to mount the podium and shout and do all those. No, no. You know, let's go into the senatorial zones. Let's go into the federal constituencies, the schools, the marketplaces, and campaign properly like they do in sane societies. You know, and that's it. And for the diaspora, like I said, you know, there's greater role to be played. Yeah, in funding, in everything. But again, to take these states one by one, you know, for the diaspora to organize themselves and be structured, and you know, get people to be really, really responsible for different states, different senatorial zones, different federal constituencies. You know, we are lucky that this time around that he's contesting under a party that is a little bit more serious than the Labour Party. So they have candidates across board, which will really help. Because if you have a candidate in a particular state assembly constituency, that will help, because that candidate will want to win. And that candidate, if it's about agents, having agents, really, so that candidate will also make sure that there are agents. If you have someone running for Federal House of Reps on the day, that candidate will want to make sure that things are on ground. So that was what we lacked the last time when he contested under the Labour Party. The Labour Party, I don't know what they did, whether deliberately or indeliberately, did not have candidates in more than 70% of the constituencies and senatorial zones. So this time around, yeah, I'm very happy. And, you know, yes, I think that things are moving in the right direction. Yeah, in the next few weeks, you know, we would see how we're going to galvanize and, you know, support the process. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Oga. Stay humble. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your submission. At least today, you not talk, say, you have much to say, I did not give you time. Not say you talk, now you by yourself end. You come early.
The reason why I ended was because I didn't want to spend more time, you know.
Yeah, well, you still spend 11 minutes. That's a lot. At least you manage to iron so many things. But when you come late, you'll not be rushing and all that. So that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Oga Seven. God bless you, sir. Good evening to you. Thanks for all that you do, and I appreciate your super chat. Guys, make una still press on the super chat. Now, what did they happen? Peter will be call us just now, say make we unite. Make we put our heads together to fight for 2027. When like this, we want to do one. I need 3 people to super chat me this evening. 3. I not say 10 now, I not say 100. Just 3. No matter whether now $1 you super chat, but let 3 people super chat. 3 people. I don't need my regular name on the comment section. I beg. Just relax. Thank you. God bless you all for me. 3 person we day we know, see, you know, you never super chat me before. click that dollar sign is right there. Encourage us. God bless you. Mr. Alabo, talk to us. A good evening to you. Finally, we don't get you
Thank
for
you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Sorry about that. We just putting baby to bed. Uh, thank you, everyone. Mr. Jonathan, Jonathan, God bless you, sir, for what you do. Thank you. Mr. Elvis, God bless you. You're doing a great job. You're playing a very big role. You see, it's not the kind of hyping a dog see them in those days. It's blessed memory. And the way they are Prince Nduka Obaigbena, you are not that kind of person. The role you are playing is not a system compromising. You are playing a big role for a better Nigeria. The other people, then they play a role to own a place in Nigeria. But you are doing a true job. What Nigeria want that is going to benefit millions of Nigerians. I commend you, sir, for what you do, and all the panelists coming out every day. The backroom staff, I understand what you go through in putting these things together. It is not an easy job for you to edit, see which caption will be the best to put people. Your brain working 247. Mr. Elvis, I commend you and everyone who are behind you, your beloved wife, your children, and everyone on the comment section. God bless you guys. Please, Mr. Elvis says something. Let us do it. He said 3 persons. Please, let us. That is the best way we can encourage him. Then another one. We might not understand your financial situation at the moment, but the like button and that one that you see an arrow for you to share the program is very important. That is another way you can encourage Mr. Elvis. Please, if you are using the TV, get your TV remote, press the center button. You will see an option for a thumbs up. Then you will see another arrow that is going to show you what to do with a sign for you, like alarm sign. That is the one you will do. It means you have subscribed to this program. So anytime you will get that notification, it will be turned on automatically. So once Mr. Elvis is live, Nigeria Watch is live, you will be the first person to be notified. Please, if you have not done this, help us to do. Some of you struggle with the dollar sign. There is another account. And some of you, some of the places I share this program, you will say the phone number. It's always displayed there. I've also appealed to Mr. Elvis to help us. Whenever it's time for calling, it should display the phone number for most of you guys who are new callers during that call time for everyone to see. Mr. Elvis have put the account number there. If you are struggling to use the dollar sign, yes, technology is not friendly to everyone. Some people are not used to it. Yes, our grandparent and our parent will struggle with it. But for you who are familiar with it, you can use the dollar sign. For me, I prefer the Naira account so that YouTube no go cut my brother, remove a lot of things. Before you know, what will get to him will not be much. But with this Naira account, it will be, except maybe Tinubu, our friend, might take 50 Naira from it, or 100, depends on what you send. It will not be like a 30% YouTube will take. Thank you, Nigerians. As you are doing, God bless you. God will continue to bless every one of us who are supporting this program. For the panelists, please, before you come in, help us to use the like button. Remember that. And you can do it. It's your message. Imagine the kind of message Mr. Jonathan passed today. Just imagine on your WhatsApp status, people are listening to you. So those are kind things. We can still share it. That is another way we are sending. Groups that will be available so that messages will go far. We are not really talking just for Nigerians, home and abroad, and people who are foreigners who are interested in our country. At least the alarm we are raising here, people will be hearing. Most of us are in diaspora. So when we share it on our status, people, your colleague abroad, the people who have your number, will see and they will understand what is going. Before you know, information is circulating everywhere. Awareness will be there. So I will just encourage us to continue using this pattern.
Mr. Alabo, please hold on. Teddy Osaige, you say Alabo, please just go ahead. So wait till Alabo they talk not make sense to you. We they say Alabo just go ahead. Wait till they talk it not make sense. In fact, I will save that one as pending. Maybe we'll do another thing again next time.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, sir.
right.
Matthew Edusoma, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much for all that you do. May God bless you. This means a lot to me. And God bless you. I understand the message that you put there. I'll pay attention to it. I don't know what is happening with police brutality. I know police brutality is currently going on across Nigeria, but this particular one, I'll pay attention to it. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Go ahead, Mr. Lambo. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Sorry for that distraction. Thank you. You can see now people are coming out. You that is complaining. These are part of the thing we do to encourage each other. Mr. Davis talk extensively about the appreciation. You people might not understand what you will do your own. As I'm talking to you, you have over 300 to 400 viewers. The ones that are viewed and left, and most people that are still coming in viewing. But check the like button. So these are things why we keep to encourage people. Some people not intentionally, they forget. They don't remember that, oh, this thing is very important. Because when you like this program, it will help your friends. YouTube will recommend it to people who are close to you. That is how the algorithm, that is how it works. So if you just leave it, that is why we are trying to make people to understand the importance of this thing. So my brother, sorry if what I'm saying, you are upset with it, like my brother would say sometime, you can open your window and jump out and fall where you want to fall. After I finish my program, if you are still breathing, maybe you can come back. Thank you, everyone, on the comment section. I commend every one of you. God bless us. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. For most of you who are calling me Mr. Peter Obi, you can't defend our vote, you can't do this. Now, it is clear for us to understand it is everyone's responsibility. He's riding on our shoulder, like he said. He has put himself forward with his resources, and he expects you Nigerians also to put yourself forward with your resources. This is a battle for every one of us. If he get in there and he could not stand to what he has promised us, we have opportunity. Peter Obi will not be like Tinubu, that you cannot block National Assembly. No. He will be the best person that all of you will go and he will come out and stand and listen to you. That is who Peter Obi is. It does not follow those security protocol, those ones people are talking. Hey, you go and deceive president. Oh, don't go there. Don't enter Plateau State. Oh. Those terrorists are there. They want to buy you. So that is, we see Tinubu went to Plateau State and he sat at the airport. Invite people who lost their parent, bring them, induce them with money, and do all those things, even telling them, I have just 8 minutes because you don't have light. Who will provide them electricity? Peter Obi is not that kind of person. You will be able to protest wherever you are. He will not tell any police commissioner to harass Nigerians who are protesting. So if he fail in his promises, we will have a better opportunity to hold him responsible. He's not somebody of that kind of character that want to guard Nigeria or make every institution to work against Nigeria. No, that is not Peter Obi. He has told us what he's going to do for us as a country. He has promised us. He said the first day when he entered office, I'm not saying enter, all of us, because Nigerians, Peter Obi getting into office, it is all of us. It is all our contribution. So it's all of us who are in Asurok. So when we're going to get that swearing in day, we talked about it here. We want to see the cost of governance, which is talking of cutting cost, the vehicle that will carry him, the kind of crowd that will follow him, protocol he will use, dignitaries he's going to invite. That is when we will understand if it actually is serious about what he's saying. Because if you know how much it costs, he will have a say on how he wants to run. I know it will be a status quo for the people who are there, because the civil servants who are responsible for organizing those programs, swearing in something, people who are already working for Tinubu, they will use that program to send themselves off looting the resources so they can put in 50 billion for just that ceremony. Peter Obi will have a say and say, no, I don't want it. This is the cost I want my own to be. Whether your protocol, I'm the president, this is why I want it. Leave it, do it for me. I don't know, I don't need your Jaguar or this thing beast. I don't need those beasts to carry me. I've already arranged for innocent. For a small money, no Nigeria wants to come and buy me. To carry me. That is what we want to see on that inaugural day. Then the starting day will give Nigeria hope, yes, that yes, this man is serious and he stand for what he's saying. So let us give him that benefit of doubt and see what Peter Obi is going to do. And I strongly believe he's going to cut cost of governance. That is the major problem. People are having issue with him misunderstanding Peter Obi whenever he's talking about coming into government. You see the kind of person, he told you he commend the CBN. But the fiscal aspect of it, the reckless spending of the politicians, is where he had issue with. So you can be putting money, hey, we have $50 billion. Is it reflecting in the life of Nigerians? You are keeping money in our reserve. Of what use when your people are dying of Bachoko? When there are insecurity in your country? When people are dying of starvation? When there is no food, there is no job for people, there is no electricity, you are talking about reserve that you have. What kind of country works like this? What kind of country operates like this? Your people are dying, you are talking of reserve. What reserve are we talking about? Let Nigeria people be okay first. Then we can talk about reserve. You have to do the basic things. How can we be running in a country today? We don't have a carbon water that is running in our country. No state is distributing, have a central water system that is running, not for us to talk of gas and electricity. In Nigeria, in this kind of time, and you want to tell us, which country is not aware of Nigeria? As famous, as brilliant as we are, how will you tell somebody in abroad who respect Nigeria, who have heard about you, how smart we are, that you don't have electricity, that you don't have water for people to drink, and you are rich with resources, mineral resources, a lot of things that God has blessed us with? I don't know if this thing don't disturb some of you. So when Tinubu people wants to come and speak, say all those kind of nonsense, what different is Peter Obi going to do? My brother, remove the corrupt system alone, corruption, from the system we have today, from the budgeting, everything we have running today, remove corruption from it and see how the life of Nigerians would be. How can one politician who steal up to 900 billion, steal up to how many billion? See Malami, how much estate they are seizing from him. See Emefiele, how much estate? Do you know that how many hospitals he will build across Nigeria? One individual. Another government will enter. The next person you people will hear will be yes Wike. You people will be shocked. Tinubu, you people will hear when he will leave office, then you people will understand. For everybody working in APC today, then you will know it will be so loud than what you are seeing in Emefiele. Let another government enter, then you will know the dirty business going on. One man sat down, carried the country, a project, money, closer to the whole budget of Nigeria, how many trillion, and gave to a friend without bidding. And nobody is talking. There was no due process. There was no bidding. The procurement system, there was no procedure that was followed. This man bypassed, this is already an impeachable offense, and gave it to a friend that his son is a board member. Okay, it's happening. They have not finished that one. Flood, they have not crossed Lagos to Ogun State. They have opened another one in Sokoto. They are opening another one in East. They just want to pump out this money, then take 90% of that money. Then they will tell you Coastal Road. They will come and tell you another one, Badagry to Sokoto. They will come and tell you this one to East. If we destroy this corrupt system, Nigeria will have enough for job creation. We'll have enough for the hospital. Nigeria will have enough for you to have for your transportation. The job you have in the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister came in, he's still talking about subsidizing bus fare. He will come, people that have job to do, and he's still thinking of things he can do to help people who are working, to make it easier for people. Then when you come to Nigeria, you don't even have the job. The government does not care about how much you pay for transport, looking for job, or you who is working with 70,000 as a minimum wage. Nobody cares how much you do. And the civil servant, another thing, they are the major problem. Like I said earlier, when Peter Obi is coming in, many of them want to use it, the ceremony, to cash out, pay themselves off because they are not sure. Some of them who are civil servants, their permanent staff, this is what they do. They are the major problem. That is why you take the minimum wage is 70,000. A regular corrupt civil servant doesn't care about minimum wage because they make times 10 of that money. That is the corrupt system. They make times 10. Who works in the budgeting office? Are they not the people? Who works in National Assembly? Is it not civil servant? Who works in the judiciary? Is it not civil servant? So they are these people. They are the people you're talking about minimum wage of time who will feel and say this is very poor. But they are part of the problem. So this corrupt system is what Peter Obi is coming. If Peter Obi minus this corrupt system alone from the system, there will be enough money to circulate the economy. Mr. Davis, thank you for the opportunity. Sorry for taking much of your time. A new
Thank
Nigeria
you.
is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thank you, sir. Okay, Mr. Odua, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Najawo Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Thank you. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Happy Sunday, man. God bless you. Thank you. We appreciate what you are doing for us. With the new Nigeria is possible. In your time, you will see the new Nigeria, man. Thank you very much. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers at Passaby. God bless you all. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Thank you for your concern, your view, and your submission. Well, thank you all. I don't really have much to say because the only little I was able to see in the video or I saw, this is where I will talk. Oh, today Peter Obi really have spoke my mind because you see, this is where I do say, if I were to be a governor, I would not go to be a governor of Sadebe Avenue. I stated it the other time. Because the reason that your country or your state doesn't work, it is because you are not the governor of the people. Either you are the governor of the cave that they build, they call the government house, or the president, whatever, so rock, then your government will not work. Because you are not going to come out to see anything. But if you are on the street with the people, seeing what is going on, then you'll be looking for solution for it. Because most of these people who came to power and say, we want to do this, we want to do that, they doesn't go in the street. So they are left concerned about what the people are suffering. And did you know why They doesn't care because they doesn't farm. They doesn't go for hard work all their life. They do whether they do stealing work or they grew up with what people call silver or iron or golden spoon or whatever spoon they grew up with. So they grew up with fraud. The people that defraud, just like this our former senator. His father was once seen a leader in the country that collected money. They did not return the money back to Nigeria government. His son grew up from the country they sent his son to. He became a senator twice. Now, those kind of people now are projecting their children to become another position. Their children will never work for you. But when you suffer, you grow up with where people are suffering, you feel their pain. When you come to, and you train your children to also feel pain. When you come to position, you must do well for the people. Just like Asobaseki, I came from Lagos, come and steal money from Edo State, return back to Lagos. But if you grow up inside the string road, inside the Ekpoma, Assis, inside the Aviele farm, all those rock, you will want to do something for the land. You see, I'm always advocate of farming. You see what Peter Obi is telling Nigeria? Farm. He's describing the landmarks or the landscape. I don't care about the statistics of landscape. What concerns me is people must do farm. It is only farm you get food. You doesn't get it from the sky. Money doesn't produce farm. I produce food. It is what you put on the soil that produce food. So, and this is what Peter Obi breeding. My do people said, Use Uhamegala Yuseri, Use Mikere, that is if the suffering of hunger is out of the road, then the other suffer you have is a little something. Because there are people who spend 40 years in their life, they doesn't have house, 80 years, they doesn't have house. But there is nobody, if we said, I stay in 1 week, I did not eat. Are you sick? It is impossible. So even to get rich that we are talking about, the country is hard today. It's because nobody want to farm. And this is the reason that those so-called bandits or whatever they call the kidnappers, the reason that they are having power over farmer, it is because the people reject farm. If everybody went to farm, how many are the kidnappers? How many? Tell me. Let's even use those states, not to talk of other states. Those children, they are calling themselves green cab, red cab, yellow cab, destroying themselves in the name of a cap that their father cannot even talk the material they used to form it. Not to talk of them that is destroying themselves right. If all of them are in the farm, did you think that 1 year so-called kidnapper will bring something and come and threaten everybody? This answer is no. But the truth is, because people grew up in fraud, they now become a senator, they now become judges, they now become a lecturer. So then discourage people who will have go for the genuine position, who will have do the genuine things. Because they go there now, one person telling you 14 million a month is not even enough for him. Whereas the people who will suffer all the days of their life will not even get 10 million all the days of their life. You see, that discouragement is what people are suffering today. If, like when they go to this position, they doesn't see money, that all the days of their 4 years, highest money they can see is 2 million. Did you believe that they will still want to go to become a senator? Did you believe they want to be so it is because when they go there, they turn rich overnight, and Nigeria will celebrate them. Instead of Nigeria supposed to stone them, as Peter Obi we talk used to say. These are the reasons. Peter Obi has spoken my mind. And that is why the other day I said, Peter Obi should talk to Nigeria. My advice to Nigeria that Peter Obi will have give. Nigeria, if you people are saying this government is not favoring you, the country is not going to the way you want it, you cannot just say it in matter and things will change. You need to come out and do your PVC. Because any government that is not working for you, you need to vote him out. If anybody told you or tell you that this election has been rigged, no need. Tell the person, no election has been rigged. If election is rigged, why do they want us to come and vote? That they come and give us 10,000, whatever thousand they will give to us. No election has been rigged. It is because we collect those money from them. That is why they tell us the rigged election. We must get our PVC and vote those people out. Peter, this is what my advice that Peter Obi should give to Nigeria. Tell Nigeria that if really you people are serious for this country to come into your favor, come out and get your PVC ready to defend your vote, ready that this government must go out so that we might put the Nigeria choice. So Peter Obi, I want my heart because you want people to go to farm, you want people to produce food. There is nothing like this man was asking First Lady. There's nothing like First Lady office in the world. Whether America that people hear it, there's nothing like office of First Lady. And he even makes sure things that can be saying here. When Tinubu become a president of fish and president of the bird. Because if not, you will have not go for those two places. You will have, the money he buys just, he will have use it better. Even let us just say use it to buy luxurious bus and put it for Lagos to Kano, Lagos to Calabar, as he say he's doing Coastal Road, Lagos to Edo, Edo to Warri, Edo to those buses will be making money for Nigeria. But those yachts, the yachts that he used to become president of fish, how much is he making for Nigeria? Nigeria will still be paying money in it. So you see that the thing is, Nigeria need to wake up and apply Peter Obi and make sure all of them tie what we call Ukuba in Edo language. We call Ukuba. That means the solution to everything we need in the life. Farm. And telling the journalists, ask him, tell us how you will do it. That is the only place I will not advise anybody that have strategies to bring it out for people. Tell them I can do this, I can do this, but don't tell them how you will do it. That's all. The rest thing, electricity doesn't have to, it's not hard to do. To have electricity, like Mr. Alabo, you said water.
Thank you very much for bringing that point out.
You said water this thing just now. It's not hard. All those things, there is nothing that is hard, that is difficult. Only what just matter is you know the logic and put it before your people. I'm saying it. If I am a governor, I will urge all Edo people, all Edo state, wherever
1
you
minute
are.
more, 1 minute more.
Okay, thank you very much. Wherever you are, come and invest this money in your state. We will bring our project. The moment you bring our project, you put money. This is your resources. That is why I'm crying for Bill Mate. Edo people should put their money and begin to gain benefit from it, not to leave it in the hands of Hausa man or for the full animal in the name of Nigeria. No, it's not richer than Edo people. It is because our brain is not working. That is why we will take our resources that God used to bless us and put it in one man hand, and then we are start suffering it. And we know they want to buy meat. Can't we manufacture that meat and use it to make Edo State, Eldorado? We can do that. But because of our ignorance, we will say go and buy 40%. Become you don't need to buy any piece. You're supposed to be producing, and people will come and be buying it from you. Why you'll be making money you gain from it? Thank you, Mr. Naja Wash. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Odowa, thank you, sir. God bless you. Oga Chris, you're the final. Please talk to us. Anybody that joined the comment this time, you are going to get just 1 minute for your submission. I beg, we'll all close. Thank you, Oga Chris. Talk to us. I good evening to you.
That was thank God say I don't late too. That was Mr. Najawat. Thank you once again for this broadcast today. May the good Lord continue to strengthen you and bless you greatly. At least for playing the Peter Obi's interview, that interview has been on air, but I not really had the time to listen to it. But when you played it here, I was now forced to listen to parts and sections of the interview. Thank you so much for that. And Mommy Diaspora, I want to wish you a very good happy Sunday to you. I hope you are keeping well and doing what you know how to do best. and that is making sure that we all are working towards having a better Nigeria. Nigeria that will work for everybody. I keep saying it doesn't have to be a Nigeria, a nation that will work for everybody. Thank you so much. And everybody in the comment section, people that are listening to us, people that have called in. I think it was only Madam Debbie that called in. I want to say thank you all. Today is Sunday. You are able to be part of this broadcast. I want to urge you to take it a step further by using the dollar sign, the share button, the like button. Please, if you can. Although say Oga Naija will say the regular people shouldn't bother, or if you have not done it before. But then I think if you want to do, you can do, even if you did one before every day. You can do if you are willing to do. Thank you so much, people on the panel with me. Oga Jonathan, happy Sunday. Oga Alabo, stay humble. Ipa Oduwa, Aboki, all of you are welcome. So I think the interview today it's quite an eye opener. Just see the impact the interview has had on our struggle on this panel. I'm talking about this panel now. Just see the impacts that it has had. It has given everybody hope. And it has given everybody a sense of belonging, a sense of direction, a sense of fulfillment. Because it's not just about we coming here to repeat these things every day from different angles, different perspectives. But at least we are hearing from the horse's mouth today. It's just kind of affirming the kind of things that we say here every day. You've heard him spoken to all the issues that we've raised here today. So just imagine if we are to have him live on this broadcast talking to us, not through Sheun or Kimbaloji. He's talking to us now face to face on this broadcast, and I believe it's going to have a bigger impact. When was it either Jonathan or Galabo when he was talking, he said, this kind of interview, Sheun Kimbaloji is going to keep it as an archive for his children and his children's children to view in the future. Yes, it was Oga Jonathan. Like something they will keep and they keep playing it. What crossed my mind immediately was that, yeah, we could also have the same on this platform. Imagine if he was the one that we were being interviewed here. Ghana Naija Watch is the moderating. That is also something that Ghana Naija Watch will keep for his children, for his children's children, even for mommy diaspora. These are the kind of things I call trophy. You see your efforts, effort for service, the effort you've put in. You look at it, keep it in the archive. Video. This is my interview of even if Peter Obi becomes the president, at least let it be on record. This one they say thank you for what you are doing for Nigeria, the good work. All those ones are just talk. But when you have a video like that, this is what I did for Nigeria. So whether Nigeria come good though, whether it's not good though, at least you have something to present. So that's what some of us have been advocating here. So when it was Oga Jonathan, when he said that word, that was what crossed my mind. Well, having said that, people, you see the interview itself, I believe every aspect of the interview has been dealt with. Oga Jonathan pretty dealt with the micro and the macroeconomic implications of the interview vis-a-vis the outlook on the Nigerian economy. And I think what was his name again? Oga Alabo also extended the matter further. The same thing with Stay Humble, and the Paudu has zeroed down on the agricultural aspect of it. What we can do for ourselves. I think he's very big on that. So I'm just going to look at it from a whole different perspective because there's no point repeating everything that has been said by everybody. And that is the perspective of um, what can we gain as a political group from this interview? If I say political group, I mean the supporters of good governance, the supporters of His Excellency Peter Obi. But I find it difficult to say the NDC because somehow that political party get as a bit to me. So, as a political group, what could we have taken away from this interview? And in case of future, so I'm going to speak directly to all of us and to the supporters of His Excellency Peter Obi. See, For this kind of interview, before this kind of interviews are held, that is why if you have a functioning campaign organization, functioning political party, they will meet. All of them go sit down. Then go talk about possible questions and anything that could happen. Peter Obi go respond. If there's anything to be corrected, it will be corrected. And he go use the opportunity to pass message, different kind of messages to the people. You envisage everything is well groomed for this interview. And I like the part where I was regarding as Peter Obi, they realized the statistics, went straight to Google and confirmed. And after I said that, I also did the same thing. Initially, I didn't do that. I did the same thing. And I was even seeing the China and GDP, the Korean GDP, and something beautiful came out from that GDP, even that of China, even if it is far bigger. But the Korean seems to be enjoying a more prosperous life because of population. At the time you now spread it across the people in the country, you see that, and the people with a fewer number of people, they have more to gain, even though they have less to share. You see, so these are the kinds of things that presidential candidate ought to be talking about. That's just that on one side. Then on the second side, another good lesson that could be taken away from interviews like this is that His Excellency Peter Obi will use the opportunities of this interview to call out the journalists, people like Shehu Kimbaloyi, to call out the other presidential candidate, but majorly the journalists, that sector, journalism, that sector, the fourth estate of the realm, will challenge all of them. How many times have they interviewed His Excellency Peter Obi? All the major stations, they've interviewed him. But what about the other presidential candidates? They will call them out as then they grill His Excellency. They should be grilling those people. It's not the one they go to people's private house to go and be interviewing them.
Mr. Chris,
Yes, sir.
Sorry, just 10 seconds. You know how that one is done, eh? You see, the next time Shehu Okibaloye will come out on his platform, on his prime time show, the next time, the first thing he will say is that I have reached out to other presidential candidates, Atiku Abubakar, the people in the camp of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Following the interview with Mr. Peter Obi yesterday, we have also reached out to them and we will keep you posted. I'm expecting that as a professional journalist. This is a serious matter. That's what he should do. Because
exactly. But you see now, Oga Jonathan, you see the points you raised now. That is what we expect them to do if he wants to remain professional. So that's why I was extending it that imagine maybe the NDC, the campaign team, they've met with Peter Obi before this interview. Or Peter Obi don't even announce by himself, saying they go this interview. The campaign team, sorry, I say by himself, the campaign team, they've been announcing it. Imagine now, not until today, we never even hear for this platform. Imagine this information don't be on air. Nigeria Watch for don't carry and sense now. His Excellency, they go so and so interview. People go do on Twitter, people go do on X, people will be everywhere tweeting at Peter, will be sending different message. Oga talk about this, Oga talk about this, Oga. See, these are supposed to be the work of the campaign organization. So going back to what Oga Jonathan was saying, that is what Shehu Kimbaloye ought to do. But because we know the way they are, so imagine if Peter Obi has thrown it directly at his face. Say, Shehu wants to interview me, finish. So you make sure so you interview the other people, let them talk to Nigeria. This is about Nigeria, it's not about me. You will give him that task and let's see what he's going to do. Let's see. They are just going to make a political statement because this man has made himself so accessible. So accessible. Just imagine the number of interviews he has granted in the past 14 days. Maybe we just leave those YouTube when they go. Maybe we leave all those ones. In the past 14 days, this man has been everywhere. Has been in New York, everywhere, talking about the same thing. No mistake, no ambiguity, no confusion. There's no issue of saying, so you go Cambodia, you go talk this one, you go Bangladesh, you go talk another thing. No. The message has been consistent. It has been so simple. It has been to the layman's understanding. So just imagine if there is a better and a stronger media team. And people, you see, for the whole of this interview, the greatest part, is it the greatest? And the part that worried me most, yeah, I think that's what I was looking for, was the part when our principal was asked a simple question. Are you going to win 2027 election? I know Sir Ghana and was emphasized that part. In fact, Ghana and was paused the recording and he emphasized that part. You see that part, if I wasn't troubled and lying, yes, because of the answer, the response our principal gave. Our principal said he's hoping if they do the right thing. You know, for me, I think that kind of response somehow troubled me. I think our Oga for send maybe direct threat or whatever to these people. For send direct threat, because if you see all the other presidential candidates, this was part of the question when they asked Buhari that time. They say the blood of the baboon and gorilla, the baboon and the gorilla, they will be soaked in their blood. You know, think because if you talk like this, it's like I'll just stand up soon. It's like you are talking from a place of, uncertainty. And we just make it clear to them that they should not tamper with that election. They shouldn't. I think that's the kind of thing I was expecting. Other than that, I want to say it was 100 over 100. Well said interview. And thank you so much, Nagawash. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Domosa.
Oh, sir, if you said we had to beg them not to, it's not bad. We had to
All
beg
right.
them to give us free and fair. It is good.
Okay. Thank you very much. My people, appreciate every one of you already 4 hours. The only reason why we have to hit 4 hours today, Sunday, because Peter Obi's interview was very, very long. Yes, but I'm happy that we managed to put our voices to this. So we're going to go straight to our final submission now so we can round up the show. Our normal 2 minutes. So, yeah. Yes, Oga Tedios, again, I understand what you were talking about, what you were trying to say. That's why I normally tell people that when you're writing your statement, please always make sure that you put it in a way that everybody will understand. Finish your statement because it might be misconstrued sometimes. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your expression. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, sir, your 2 minutes final submission.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Eric.
sir.
Let me quickly say, as I was listening to Mr. Chris, you said something profound. Let me quickly highlight this. The other day we talked about Mr. Peter of this, the purported Trump's letter to Tinubu, and I talked about press release. That was a press release, and to me, 100%, that was a press release statement. This is the interview today by Mr. Peter Obi is what you use press release for. The NDC team should have crafted their press release, a one-pager, 6-paragraph press release on this interview. And you will see it on CNN. You will see it on AP. You will see it on Router. They will highlight critical areas where they want people to follow. That is, and it will go international. The Nigerian media will have no choice. They will highlight it, whether they like it or not. Fox News, it will be on Fox News Online. That is what press release does. I hope they will get this and they will do this. I pray so. I cannot emphasize that enough. The other thing I quickly want to say here, when Mr. Peter Obi talked about the government of the day that encourages mediocrity instead of merit and competence. How else do you want to describe where we are in Nigeria today? They celebrate mediocrity. That's where we are. And finally, I know we have highlighted the interview today, but for me, I deliberately do not want to go deep into the various areas of the interview. First of all, there's even no time to do that. But I'm just waiting for the appropriate time, waiting for Daniel Bwala and Moka and all their and the rest of them. That is when we will now be picking all these areas on the economy, electricity, education, healthcare. It touched everything. Water, it touched on everything. Because I'm waiting for them. Whether they will stay, whether they will stay on substance on those issues, or they will go after Mr. Peter Obi's personality. We are waiting because we know they will come out like good dog, released from the cage. They will come out. Just wait for the next 24, 48 hours. They can't sleep right now. They will come out. We're waiting for them. Thank you, Mr. Evans. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you. So we are waiting for them. We are really here. Yes. Thank you, sir. We are here to tackle them as they drop them with a pick up. Thank you, sir. God bless you, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in early today. That means a lot to me. God bless you. Thank you, everyone right there. Guys, please help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. And subscribe to our channel. We know that remember to talk that one, but you cannot be watching us not subscribing to us. Subscribe to us, hit the notification bell so that you'll be part of us whenever we are here talking about what is affecting you and I. Mr. Alabo, your 2 minutes, sir. You're not there. August, stay humble. Your 2 minutes, sir.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I will come back.
So I think the only thing I would say is just to to add to what other people said when they were commenting. Yeah, I think the last speaker was really very passionate about what he wanted the NDC to do regarding these interviews and stuff. But this is one thing I've said repeatedly about that. These associations that you call parties in Nigeria, they're not parties. They're just associations. The only party I think that we will have in Nigeria is the one that I've been conversing for, the diaspora Nigerians actually creating real political parties. That's when you have actual conversations around politics. Because these guys, these parties, they're just peopled by elements who do not really know what it takes to run a party. You see all your PDPs, APCs, the same way they play their politics in the 50s and 60s, Northern People's Congress, NCNC, what's the name of Action Group? That's the same way they run these things. All those 20th century ideologies and stuff, they don't fly in the 21st century. And regarding the other elements of the interview, the one about when he was asked if he wins or if he loses, what will he do? So, under normal circumstances, if we had a system in place where the elections are conducted in a free and fair manner, of course, if you lose election, you would, probably retire to what you were doing before, or maybe support the government in any way. So, but we don't have such in Nigeria. And Peter B has also said repeatedly that that he will not lose. Yeah, and I really agree with him, because with the prevailing circumstances, Peter Obi will probably win every local government in Nigeria. But yeah, again, you may not expect him every time to come with that ferocity, that ferociousness, to say no, I won't lose, or if I don't win, I will, burn the country. It is left for us. It is left for the citizens, really, to take action, if there is foul play. Really. Yeah. So it's not left for people because, of course, when you're saying these things, you also remember that the international community is watching and people are watching. They want to see what your demeanor is, etc. So sometimes you blow hot, sometimes you go diplomatic. You know, it helps.
Thank you, Stembo. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. All right. Mr. Oduwa, your 2 minutes. Oga CM, I will do this because of you, but you're only coming to use 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I beg make another person not use this link. They come. Oga CM, quick call me so that I delete the link. I beg. The link will be posted. Thank you. Mr. Oduwa, your 2 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Anyway, Peter Obi have really make our day, but I urge Nigeria to wake up from their sleep. And all the journalists, because I know Shehu Kibaloyi is a journalist in the days of election. That's only that day is a journalist. Any other day, they are just entertainment hall people. Because in the day of election, they will be on the street. We will say, okay, they are about to start. Now, Peter Obi have called all of them to stand up and do their job. Go and verify. If people say, if Daniel Boala come and talk rubbish about Obi, go and verify if those things they said is truth. And let all the states, all the Boala to come and tell us how much Tinubu kept from Lagos State when he was a governor, how much he saved for them. And all the other people like Kenneth Okonkwo should come and tell us how much the Adamawa stay safe when they were in positions. So these are what we need to know and to encourage them and say, yes, keep doing well. And like Tinubu, now, how much he has borrowed or he did not borrow, he has using his money to work for Nigeria. Then Ebola should come and tell us. Because Peter Obi, they are blaming him. Why did you save money? A state that holds more that we are owing debt, person came and pay all the debt and still save money for them. It's supposed to have a word. That is a wise person. That is a good father. But in Nigeria, they are blaming such person. So do you see that Nigeria, they are really criminal-minded people? All their own is just to steal and destroy the house. Steal and destroy. After you destroy the house, what did you expect? They will be beating you. And that is why all of them are crying today. The country is not good because they have destroyed the house. Rain is beating their children. So Peter Obi, God bless you and God bring you. So Nigerians, we should beg the judges because the election we have in Nigeria is judges' election. It is for the court by the court and of the court. It is the court that send those INEC to be doing rubbish. Because if the court is not sending INEC to be doing rubbish, INEC will not be doing rubbish. Because if they bring any election to your court and you say, INEC go and repeat this election and government will not give you money, tomorrow INEC will not misbehave. But because go and do it so that they can bring money for us, then we cannot give the position to whoever we like. That is where the court is what we need to beg, that they should let us have election of the Nigerians, not of the court or by the
Thank
court
you,
of
sir.
justice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oduwa. God bless you, sir. Okay, final, our Oga Chris. 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Anjaro, once again, thank you very much
What's it, sir?
for this complete part of Ogasim. You are welcome to the broadcast. Well, Paduwa, you see the complaint where they give yours now. Now, because of that one, now I make Oga Jonathan they talk about something like press release. You see, if the campaign group, the people that are in charge of the campaign of His Excellency Peter Obi, if they are not fast enough, this opposition, they will keep playing politics. See, the purpose of that press release just now, as this interview don't finish, they go put on for press release. The original transcripts of the interview, it will be there for the whole world to see, for all the major news channel, so that even if the opposition, the evil APC especially, if they are now twisting or making rubbish of this interview, it will no longer hold water because the real transcript of the interview is already out there in the public for people to see through that press release. But just watch and see. Watch and see. In 24, wait till be 24 hours by tomorrow morning, start listening to your television, and then you go one verse through your television through window. If they begin to twist everything where His Excellency Peter Obi talk today, if you don't listen to the interview by yourself, they will start twisting all this. You will not be angry. At which time, wait be all this. All these statistics, they will call it China statistics. They will rubbish everything. They will just make everything. They make a mincemeat of everything. So that is why it's so important that the handlers of the campaign of His Excellency Peter Obi should be at their A game. They should present their A game at every point in time. Like I keep saying, nobody can blame them for this because they are just playing the politics. They are playing their politics, so we have to play our own. His Excellency Peter Obi is a good man. Look at the things he has said today. These things, they should be re-echoed. If we miss this man, now here all of us go still dey. Now here we go dey analyze. This man is just so precious for we to miss. Just look at the things he talked. Everything we in discussed today, they were all hinged on like three things: reduce cost of governance, lead by example, block leakages, and increase production. That is what every nation needs. And it was very clear. So why is this interview not on CNN by now? Not even the one who they say tomorrow. After they finish the interview, why are they not on press release? There's Reuters, there are many online publications that they could use. The summary of the interview, now wait till I tell you just now. Only 4 things. I reduce the cost of, because if you talk about the presidential jet where they ask them, now the same thing. The bulletproof car is in our 406 use. The production, the export, we talk about coffee in Ethiopia, Netherlands, and everything. That is production. Lead by example, block leakages, that is block corruption. Those were all the summaries of his interview. And yet, this man has done the work. What is left is for the NDC and the handlers of his campaign organization to put this thing in the public. You put them in PDF. You know, if you put document for PDF now, nobody go fear edit them again. That is what they ought to do by way of that press release. So that if there's confusion, if there's ambiguity, if there's any iota of mischief by reporters, you go back to that one. We don't already did the pages of CNN, even Prime News, Business Times, the Herald in New York.
All right, thank you.
All these are well-known newspaper outlets that you cannot tweet their work for anything. And how much does it cost? Sorry, too much time. Thank you, people.
Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you.
That was not the final, I beg you.
Thank you. No. We don't pass that side, Mr. Alabo, I beg. Thank you.
But I tell you
Oga,
when this person won't speak now, say when he finish.
but I call you, you were not available.
Yes, I come. I know I speak now.
But if you are not available, is a final submission. Your minutes should be forfeited. I beg. We cannot always be doing that now. You need to be available to speak. Do go and sleep, my friend. Oga CM, it's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I must have to apologize. I've not been available for maybe I think 3 consecutive broadcasts now, if I'm not mistaken. Well, but on the other hand, I'm happy that even if I'm not here, my all of the warriors, people are keeping the flag flying, which is what is the most important. You know, I'm always grateful when I listen, wherever I may be, even if I'm not in a position to contribute or to phone. It means that that flag is flying, the candle is burning. So I'm grateful to each and every one of us, all the rank and file of Niger Watch. Please, what we say here, they say Liverpool Football Club said what we do was it, how do they say it? He said what we do today echoes in history, or what we do in life echoes in history. What we are doing here is going far and wide, because somebody, I mentioned Niger was somewhere, they said yes, they tune in, that they like what they hear, they only that maybe they don't know whether people are listening to us. They are doing. Now, I think I'm beginning to be worried about the dynamics of Peter Obi's campaign. I don't know what NDC, whether they are sleeping, or they do not know the time that it is politically now. I've not listened to Peter Obi's campaign. I mean, the interview you people are discussing now. I will later listen to it, but from what I could gather, it's as good as a vintage P2B. So what I'm saying is that NDC as a party, what really are they waiting for? They are not proactive at all. Even to react to an impulse is a problem, not to talk of motivating an action. So all those things, I don't know. And from the look of things, even Labour Party was more like an open. To me, I'm to hand on heart and speaking for myself. It's like this NDC is a closed shop. I don't know what is happening. All of us are just like outsiders looking in. I don't know what is going on. They are so docile, so dormant, or whatever for my liking. When you have a good product, they should be the people that everybody should be afraid of. Now, obedient are doing their own, yes, albeit with negative interpretation to whatever or anything they are attributed to obedient, whether good, whether especially the evil ones. But NDC as a party, as a platform, don't they know what the time is now? They are not doing enough. That is my own disappointment. If I thought they are doing anything, I do not know. I do not know. I'm in the dark. I may not. I'm not arrogating so much importance to myself, but I believe that there are others like me that also having this perception. They are not doing enough. Take the you see, there's nothing, no time to waste. Tinubu's regime is fumbling every day. Corruption is neck deep. The man came to steal money at over 80 years. At close to 90 or 100, Tinubu is still interested in acquiring property, stealing money. That tells you that the man, even he hasn't got. I mean, even at a certain age, you start to sort of shed weight. It's natural. You shed weight. I wait unquote.
That's, yeah, I dey
Yeah,
laugh as they say it. Now full blown
criminals. It's
criminal.
true now, and we've never had them. No, since independence. Abacha they learn work now. See, we've never had this bad. This is just okay. You part budget. You give federal minister of health. You say now about 380 billion or how much they na billion. Oh. Now you release only 38 million. What of the rest? That one no do. Now you have to go and form something on air. That is, it's like something existing, catching the wind. Have 300 employees. Get office, get account for central bank. What you are running a parallel country inside a country, and you are funding money to it. All this money, with of what use? Of what use will all these things be? I'm in the UK. The Prime Minister of UK today, Andy Bonham. You know what he didn't talk? I think I've mentioned the day he gave his inaugural speech. Yeah, not inaugural. The day he started, he addressed the world press in front of 10 Downing Street. That's what they call, it's not raining now, Andy Tap. You know what in be tap? When you want to enter bus, that's what they call bus pass. It's like a plastic, like all this credit card or you have. You just tap it against where the driver, just against the driver's window somewhere there. You tap it, the thing will just make a one type of noise and maybe alarm. Then you enter. It means it has taken money or it has recorded you. They call it Andy Tap. The man want to make sure that in the whole of UK, that is Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and England, £2 maximum you can pay to use bus. £2 max. Do you know why he's doing it? Because the cost of petrol and diesel or running a car is becoming expensive. Some of those of us in the UK should know. So the man said that is his proposal. The whole UK, that is everywhere. It's like saying bus fare in Nigeria should be 2 naira.
They
Call
can't
it
call him Andy Tap.
and the tap. You know
Instead
the
of
DAP.
oh
You
my
see
God,
DAP.
these people,
No,
man.
it's true.
I like them. Yeah.
He say he want to roll it out. That is the maximum you can pay for bus fare so that people can use bus. And do you know what it means? He said, drop your car, use the bus. This is simple economics. By the time maybe there are 50 buses running your area, and this thing becomes £2, you will now ask yourself, I'm only going to work. If I drive my car to work, I park. 8 hours, the engine will be cooling. The car is not going anywhere. You come back, you drive it, you pay for parking, you pay for. Why can't I take £2? And that £2 and the tap, I trust UK. They will tell you that if you can have a monthly, you want to do it, they may reduce it. Yes, because there's a way they do. So that £2, people will now say, I mean, it's better I take the bus. What this means is that the bus is about that 50 will be insufficient. Do you see it? They will bring more bus and then hire more driver. More driver. You see, drivers.
Yes.
Do you see it? That is job already.
The man has learned from Italy.
That's
what they did in Italy.
Exactly. So you see,
there.
simple. You see, more people will not be. And then do you know what it means? What it also means is that because that bus is running, because I trust the British people that say what they do their own, they will make it so attractive that these £2 save you will tap. They say, if maybe after a while they say if you must have used it for 6 months, continuous tapping. There's a time you will go. The thing will say credit to your card. You both know how to manage the economy. So this is what this guy is doing. He said to reduce the cost of suffering, of the cost of living. Now he said a lot of people are rough sleepers. Rough sleepers are people that sleep on the street, just like you see people on that bridge in Lagos or anywhere. He said he want to end it in UK. Do you know why? Because when people are sleeping on the street, to end it means you want them to sleep in a house, isn't it?
Yes.
That is how you can end it. Now, because anybody sleeping on the street means he hasn't got somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
He said he will build the greatest number of public housing in the history of UK to be able to house those people. What it means is that you, where they be construction worker, anybody involved in construction, and so many things are associated with housing, there will be boom there, there will be job for them. This is how government puts money into the system, not giving people cash. You don't need to. Now listen to this. In UK, we pay electricity and gas bill. Gas cooking use. Then for every money you pay, maybe in a month, your bill is about, let's just say, 100 naira. There's what they call service charge, or what they call VAT, value added. So maybe the 20% of 100, is it not 20 naira?
20 naira.
So you end up paying 120 naira. Your bill, we say electricity and gas, 100 naira plus VAT at 20%. Sometimes it used to be 17, sometimes 15, but now I think it's 20. So let's use 20. So you now pay 120 pound, 120 naira. And he said to help the people, he will remove VAT. Do you see it? He said he will remove VAT on electricity and gas bill you pay, which means whatever you now pay is what you consume. So no more tax to government. They're not taking. So instead of Nigerians, you see, the criminal Nigerian system, the way they do is that government will be saying, okay, come and take money, go start a car business. Come and take. Look at Remi Tinubu donating 2 billion in Abia. What business is he doing?
Yes.
Tinubu go they donate, Rain wife go they donate. These people have stolen Nigeria blind. So why I'm saying this is that I believe, because they said obedient, even Peter Obi, I think they are listening to this, but I don't know why we've not succeeded in bringing him here. This is how you make life easy, how government gives money to the people.
You see that interview, Dr. Siem, you see that interview? Shane Wokibaloye press Peter Obi so much. And I'm glad that Peter Obi did not say specifically, because the thing is that there's nothing wrong in saying exactly what you're going to do, but it will fall into the hands of these corrupt people. In the process, say they won't do them. Now money they would steal.
Exactly. Exactly, they won't do it. So what if Peter Obi will now come? You want to help every parent in Nigeria, or maybe majority. You call ASU, you call ASU or universities. How many students do you have? What do you expect as students? What is it called? Student tuition fee. They
Yes.
will tell you. P2B will say henceforth government will underwrite. You tell universities every course, if it's a course of 100,000 a semester, collect 50,000 from students. So that 50, government will reimburse it to the university. That is the way. This is the without you bringing out that money and giving people come and queue up, come and take money. No need.
Corruption.
No
That
need.
one,
Instead of
Dr. CM, Dr.
yes,
CM,
please.
I beg, I must quickly come in here. You see that tax, the way you they talk, you
Yeah.
don't learn finish. You see, there is something, there is a day you were not on the broadcast. Oga Jonathan was talking about this student loan thing. First of all, the government increased university education, they increase that like times 100. Then they can't
Yes.
give people student loan times 2. Then the people will be celebrating that this is part of what the government has done. Does
Yeah.
that make sense, people?
It doesn't.
Can you not listen?
Look at
Look at the way you just
uh,
explained. Now, it's what Oga Jonathan discussed like almost a month ago. You talk about student loan. See, how can you take money from the system first, then you give a
yeah.
little to the people, then you now said you have done something? What is all this kind of government style? And are we the people that are supposed to be saying this? The NDC and the campaign organization, are they
I don't
dead?
know.
Can they not make this kind of analysis?
Exactly.
Let it be on
Exactly.
the
That is
public
it.
page.
Let it be on
Till
it. So
today, that student loan go and investigate. Since Oga Jonathan talked that I have been following the loan, it has been corruption everywhere.
that
Just
is the
2 days
thing.
ago, it was discovered that the money are given to the VCs. They don't even give the student any of these funds. I
That is you
beg.
see now. This is the way government gives money to the citizens. It's not giving them cash. You know what that thing they are bringing. You say, okay, now cut it. Say, supposing teacher be announced, said, ASU or universities, these are number of students you have. For each course, 50% to now you're going to collect now. That is more than student loan. Because you're not paying it back. They've reduced it for you.
You have done more than that student loan.
That's all. It's as simple as that. So how can you came to a big man's house? He said, "Oga, borrow me 5,000 naira. I want go chop for a restaurant." Now the man pick phone, call the owner of the canteen, say, "Please give this man a plate of food at the cost of 500 naira. Forget about the 4,500. I go pay." The man never give you food. He don't give you food because you want to borrow 5,000 to pay back. But he's telling you, provide only 500 naira. Go and chop there. Forget about the 4,500. I will underwrite it. Which one is better? Which one is better? So this is the way government will do something. I hope it, because since then, I think they should tune in. This platform should now be the policy. That's something like the policy cartel, or not cartel they call it, the sort of the policy angle for NDC and P2B.
Yes,
Let the platform, let them come and list, because some of these things, you see, the people feel that leadership or the way they lead Nigeria is not difficult. To lessen the problem of the people is very easy. Easy. It's just a matter of policy. That is for people and then when you do it like in universities, secondary school, the same. Then you go to hospitals. You don't need all this. You go to hospitals. How much does this? That is how government will underwrite it. And then in that case, you can't see physical cash, but you are feeling the impact.
Yes.
That is the thing. You see, because that cash, then they bring corruption. Supposing the British Prime Minister say, okay, let bus fare remain the way it is. Government will like to give each household 100 pound towards the. If it not reach, if you get toll gate,
you go. And they go even spend more.
Because you have to administer, reduce it. You have to administer it. You have to start doing this thing. So overhead and what is it called, and all this of it will take over.
Overhead now.
So between demand don't make them flat. What it means is the most I've discussed with those people say, look, don't worry, government will underwrite. Just go and use 2 pound and go. What is that not the best? Is that not? It save you money. And then you travel in a bus, and then it means you have to expand the capacity for most.
See the name, see the acronym they don't give out for UK.
And the
They call them Andy Tap.
Now
For
in
my
the months,
country,
and the tap, you tap am
Nigeria,
like this. Yeah.
na law school na im dem dey name after Tinubu.
Law
Eh?
school.
They name na
It's
institution.
not
Like
only law school. They are naming Coastal Road, naming everything after
Coastal
him.
Road, Coastal Road, na
Oh,
im dem dey name after
we go.
Tinubu.
We go they do like this thing for Blackwood. At the end of the day, we are looking for people to blame. Look at simple national economics. And at the end of the day,
It's
the
a,
sad part is that the people will be using that to be praising the government. And there will
That
be
is
no credible opposition to bring them down.
that is it. You see,
that's strange.
economics. I keep saying it. It's a very simple subject. It
It
only
is.
requires common sense.
It is.
That's all. It only requires common sense. That's all it means. That is the thing. You don't need all this. They carry money every time you carry money. They give. You don't need it. What you know what to do. This is where the people are suffering. Okay, petrol. Do you know that in Nigeria, NNPC, I don't know the way they pay tax in petrol. If to say they streamline them, what you will do is you call NNPC, say how much does a liter cost? That is, see, let me discuss like economics. All things being equal, all
Yeah.
things are not equal in Nigeria. So that
Mm-hmm.
all things being equal means say everything is transparent as it go
Mm-hmm.
be. Sun go rise by in the morning and set in the evening. Let's
Mm-hmm.
take it that way. Mosquito no go bite for night. So this is all things being equal. You call an NPC, say how much is this? Everything is open. It's okay. Because of that, this is tax people pay on it. Now let us reduce this tax for the next 6 months. NNPC, if it's let's say a liter of petrol is 1,000, and then NNPC will tell you, out of this 1,000, 650, 9 be our own, or 350 na government. NNPC, government will tell NNPC, okay, we want you to be selling it 700 naira. People go say, good. The same 650, NNPC will keep it. And only 50 they go to government. Meaning that government has given out 300. This is how you help the people.
Mm-hmm.
Automatic.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point after collecting those 350 from your tax. You go and bring one criminal saying and then be commissioned to look into this. They'll start to
director. Then go create one agency.
agency.
Bad room and another expenses again.
Agency where just exist in the wind, the foundation and wind in there. So you know they still. So that's why when I look at this and start. Every day, if you live in the UK, that's why I respect this country. They are very open in terms of finance.
And that's
Very,
here.
very
3
open.
minutes.
Yes.
3 minutes
Thank
to
you.
round up.
Oh, thank you. So they are very, very open. Managing public fund, very easy. Because they will tell you this is what the money goes for. And the people are very willing. Ordinary tell people, if you see where they park their car, everywhere they go put money, say, I have to park, you pay. Because they are willing to pay. And what they know is that because the system works. Okay, look at this Andy tap. By the time it goes, electricity and gas, where they use every day, they remove VAT. You have helped the entire millions of the
Yes,
people.
now. Yes, now.
Because everybody uses electricity and gas to cook. So you remove the VAT, meaning that any amount you pay now you sabi. If you leave your light on for 24 hours, now you sabi. If you just the burn gas, now you sabi. So no more government doesn't take anything. He has removed that from you so that you can breathe. And that is the essence of public life. He said you want to help the people. Now people are sleeping rough. What is the solution? You want to build more houses. That is the simple. That is the simple. So why can't this type of thing happen? But in Nigeria, what they will tell you is that they will first of all gather the money, steal it, and then keep it and start to tell you they will disburse it. Okay, this one no be APC state, or this one no vote APC. Imagine, look at this opposition. So all those nonsense has to stop. Peter Obi, I hope they are listening. Even if we haven't seen him, this will get to him. The way to manage Nigerian economy is first you lessen the suffering of the people through those something like petrol that they use. I want to see the price of fuel come down to 100 naira a liter. Crash! Immediately P2B enter, make it no reach 1 month. Petrol go crash to 100 naira a liter, and then from there going down to about 25. We can do it. Forget about all this nonsense they're telling you international. It's a lie. All these things are lies. Nigeria can do it. Petrol, fuel, crude oil is like a river is like water in Nigeria. Nigeria has that is so much reserve. You know they finish any day. Despite all the stealing, if not wickedness, and they have the highest gas deposit in Africa.
Yes,
Look at Qatar.
Gas away every day.
After Russia, then you see Qatar, then you see Nigeria. So why can't we use gas? Why? So people, when you come in, that is go shock them. Say fuel should be 100 and it will crash because that will give people. But when you crash fuel price, you go here say food, a plate of food go reduce by force. People go surprise. Yeah.
Do we supposed to refine fuel in another country?
In another country, yes.
Where people can refine fuel?
So you see, there are a lot of using one stone to kill 1,000 birds. There's something you can do. You crash the price. Government can afford anything that comes there. Crash it to 100 naira. People go say, "Are you sure?" He said, "This is not the beginning." After some months, maybe then the thing will be coming down. Whether na 2 naira, you gonna take the come down from 100 until maybe you get to 20. It's possible. It can be done. Nigeria is because we have it. We have it. Okay, those ones they are still in Inco. Supposing it's part of our system. So there are something to do. No, then they use grammar bamboozle people when you go to AIT or all these things. They all the three. You can't teach me economics. So far you are in England, you living in UK, you are an economist because you know the way things work. Nigeria can do it, Nigeria watch. So what we are doing here, it goes far and wide. Only that maybe people may not give us the commensurate credit that we need. What we do here, we're educating the public. But I pray that one day, the day will be the day we have people to be here hosting then pump more idea into his brain. We not say he want to learn. We pump more idea into his brain. What he will do, and it will work. That is the way. There's no miracle. All these things is just greed. All the money they are stealing is enough to even pay an average Nigerian. Even if you finish university, no job, you can afford to receive 200, 300,000 naira a month until something normalized. We can build many houses for the public. So Nigeria is rich. Only that like P2B said, it's leaders that looted Nigeria into penury, into poverty by looting. So why can't we do it? A country like Britain is doing everything possible to lessen the suffering. Look at the way they are going to household. What people complain about: transportation, electricity and gas, small things. You start from there. So Nigerian own is petrol. Crash the price. Don't listen to all these market forces. All those one are wayo. Market, which one be market force? What you get for your country? Is it a UN will tell you how to sell your crew? Say this is to our people. You reduce it. Then let me see why people will not say let me see why life expectancy in Nigerians will not increase. So enough of what we are doing here. People should give us our due credit. We are showing them the light. Only that because of a name, all these things, the people are feeling that nothing. They don't neglect the idea that we profess here is excellent. The second to none. I keep saying second to none. What we discuss here, nobody should just feel that what we are saying here, how it goes unnoticed. It's a lie. People are taking note. But all I want is P2B to implement. Let him come here. We draw policy for him on how to tackle Nigerian issue. Within 6 months, people go to say, is it possible? It is. My brother, it is possible. If you remove corruption and looting from Nigeria, you find out that the wealth of that country has never been touched. Quote me, if you remove looting and corruption from Nigeria leadership, you find out that the wealth of Nigeria is still untapped. It can last for the next century. I'm saying this, but people might say, nah, lie. It's not nothing. Oil, they finish. Have you heard that some people, one country get oil, later the oil, they again. You don't hear them. Have you heard it? Let somebody come and challenge me. They. Now just wayo, then they take the bamboozle people, just cover your eyes. Then the people go, they follow mumu. But thank God, when we discuss it here, we are very, very articulate, incisive, analytical. What we say here, and it makes sense. Nigeria, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Say, don't drag me go 12 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Alabo, go ahead now. You have 1 minute.
Is everything?
1 minute,
You have
1 minute.
to be
Just
fair to
speak.
all.
Just speak, please. One
You
minute.
have to be fair to all. This is a new Nigeria we are building. Please be fair to all. Thank you, sir, for what you do.
But no be Niger
My
watch. No be Niger watch. They build and now. No only which one?
now
No mind
all
now.
of us we must reflect
Mm.
that. Thank
You
you.
remain 30
Ogazi,
seconds.
leave
So
Nigeria watch with us. I beg, wait, you already they don't take a I'm starting now. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. Thank you, Gasium, for coming in. Uh, this is a country where we find ourselves that a president is not speaking to his people, and they are so proud of it. Educated illiterate in APC will come out and be defending evil. We thank God Peter Obi is coming in and he will be the president. You will see these same people who could not bring Tinubu to stay for 30 minutes, have a conversation with Nigerians, will be the first people to speak. If he did not come out to talk, they will criticize. They will come out. Nigerians, you people should just wait for them that time. But we are building a better country. Crashing fuel price, Peter Obi, we strongly believe will do those things to favor the people. We have enough to go around for the people of Nigeria. We want a system. Dr. Sim, at my house, I saw email from HMRC. Did you understand? They tell me say I overpaid tax last year.
Yeah. See now.
Come they tell me say I go. They tell okay go to your government account. Now so I go open up. I go see big money for my account.
You see? You see?
See big money where they say now them they hold me. I've worked in oil sector for over 12 years in Nigeria. I've not seen. I don't know where my tax they go. Yeah, yeah. Nigerians, if people don't understand when we are talking and shouting about a system, people, government will be fair to you. These are civil servants too. They look at, calculate what you have worked, and they say, no, we overcharge you, we overtax you, and they carry the money and put for you, then send you message, say, come and take your, this is your money. When are we going to grow to this kind of level when we talk a system that is going to work for everyone, irrespective of who you are? An institution will see things like this and say, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. No, like this. In judiciary, in legislative arms, everything will be going smoothly. We know coming of Peter Obi is going to set a pace for us and a standard that it will be difficult. Even if it is Kwankwa, so anybody who wants to come, any Fulani, any person from anywhere wants to come, whether Hausa, whether Benue State, to become a government, a president in 2031, it will be difficult for that person to change from because the Nigeria people will come against them. That is a kind of a country we want. Every one of you, Peter Obi have said it now. Defend your vote. If we are not going to court, Dr. Kash have said it, Peter Obi have said it. We, the Nigerians, we are saying we are not going to court. I have said it time with that number. Even if Peter Obi told you, oh, the judiciary brought me, it is not about Peter Obi. Peter Obi is safe. He's living very well. We are the ones suffering. Peter Obi have secured a future for his children and his generation. They will never be poor. It is you, the common man on the street. This is your fight. So you must defend your vote with all your life. The same way. Imagine what is happening in Nigeria. APC is not concerned about encouraging Nigerians to get PVC. APC is not concerned about telling you the importance of coming out to vote. APC is not concerned because they believe they have designed their election, they have rigged it. That is what they believe. So they don't care about you. How can you have a president who don't care about you? He has not spoken to you people. He doesn't care. Bayo Ononuga now is the one that speaks for the president. Peter Obi have said, we did not elect these people. That is why he doesn't respond to them. We did not elect. Even though you stole the mandate, you are not the president. But you don't see us that the Nigerian people are important for you to speak to them. We are not important. Tinubu is hiding everywhere. His wife using our resources. They came in and they told us that they don't need our money. Tell me, let them give account when they will leave office. and see how much they will spend to tell you all this journey, all these places donating. They will put all those money. But now she is standing as if those billions she is mentioning is her personal money. But when they leave office now, they will bring, when the corruption will be coming, you will see documents they will bring that this is where the money went. I donated 2 billion here. But today now Nigerians is doing it as if it's their personal money. This is the corrupt system we are coming to destroy. They came in now, they are riding on our finances. How can people in this old age, you are acquiring property? What are you going to do with them? How many houses are you going to live? You took over the Bodulon that belongs to the federal government. You took it from the Lagos State people. Turn it into your own house. You have captured the whole Lagos State. Go to Ogun State. A lot of houses belong to these families. Go and fact check. All this real estate you are saying, there is no one. Majority of them is linked to this family. What do you want to do with money? Then you have invited foreigners to come and be feeding. The Chagoris and all the rest are feeding from Nigerians. Nigeria must wake up and stop these people. The force is not stronger than us. We are stronger than this individual. If only we will come and unite against religion, unite against ethnicity, for us to unite against this tribalism that is affecting us. Once we do this, we will take back our country. Then we will have a fair system where your children will have better education. See them. See Yesunwike. He brought majority of my brother, people then who were on those scholarships. He said, why would you go to study law in abroad? We have a better system in the University of Port Harcourt. We have a better system in the River State University. This was what the governor said. And he stopped the bursary, everything. Stop it. All the people that are Mechi sponsored are brought to go. He withdraw all of them, said they should come back. This is the same man now. The daughter graduate law from the law school. And mind you, if you check and check, is 5 naira did not spend, it might be from the River State Fund. Because they are not accountable for us. It might be from the River State. They don't use their personal money to train their children. No. It comes from the government fund. The same scholarship that's supposed to go to the poor people. These same people who have the money, they don't want, they take for their own family also in that place. That is the kind of thing. This is people now, all their children abroad, they went to study. The same you that left River State School, you could not make it and tell your child to study in that same place. But today they are doing. So this is the hypocrisy you can see in this character. Today he has captured most political parties. They say they are doing rainbow coalition. And the useless governor who have deceived majority of gullible people who fell for him. When I say he's the most incompetent governor so far in the history of Nigeria. Most useless governor so far is Simfubara. He came out on television telling Rivers people he had returned back to their family. He did not think about people that have lost their life. The state assembly quarter, the billions of naira they wasted, and other local government houses they burned down because of this nonsense. Disagreement between him and Yesunwike. They don't care. This is a country we find. We must let these people know they have to pay for these things they are doing. They have to account for it. They have to stand in front of every one of us and face this crime. Last one, Mr. Naija Watch. Imagine 2 criminals sitting down telling us, one referring to one saying if it was a China. You are a
Okay,
sitting
thank you, Mr.
president.
Alabo.
You know that law is working.
Thank you.
You know that law is working. Mr. Evans, make I just round up with this one. You know that law is working. Sitting president is telling somebody that if it was China, then that person will be in jail. What are you doing? You took our national anthem for a day to change. Why not you design the China system to catch those people?
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. Thank you. Now, 2 minutes I give you and I allow you to talk for 8 minutes and you're still not satisfied. Yeah? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone.
I thank you. I'm grateful. I thank you. Just that this last hour they bring, so the thing just provoke me. Nervous.
Yes, tomorrow we'll expatiate on it. All right. We'll expatiate on it tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And God will bless you now. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Mr. Alabo, Mr. Oduwa. Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you, Augustine, for coming to put your voice to this. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Stay humble. I appreciate your presence earlier on. And thank you, Madam Debbie, for calling in earlier on. God bless you. I appreciate those of you that super chatted me today. Thank you very much, Mother Peggy Modi. Thank you, Augustine Gelmede. Thank you, Matthew Adosoma. I'm very, very, very grateful, my people. I'm not taking none of you for granted. Thank you, my people, in the comment section. My mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, Mommy, for always being there for us. Thank you, my brother Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for always being there. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi. Thank you, Uyi Desmond, Mother Eugenia, Mother Stella Maceredo. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Michael Ganimaro. Thank you, Mike Akinbari. Thank you, Divine Cross, and many, many more that came in today. And God will bless you, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Let's continue again later on, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, so we can continue to talk about the things that's affecting us. I know certainly there will be a lot of reactions to Peter Obi's interview. So because of that, we're going to have an extensive submissions, or rather analysis on people's reactions later on 7 p.m. So stick with us, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, share our videos, like our videos, engage our super thanks button whenever you watch our pre-recorded video or our already concluded videos. And God bless you, my people. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and bye for now.
This is what we are living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a fear my God. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a fear my maker. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Whoever will come and go and song, organize. My God, I make a fear my maker.